In the turbulent era following the division of Israel, a stark confrontation unfolded, pitting divine authority against royal defiance. Sent by the word of the Lord, a man of God journeyed from Judah to Bethel. He arrived to find King Jeroboam standing by the altar, ready to make an offering. This altar was a symbol of Jeroboam's rebellion, a golden calf cult established to prevent his people from worshiping in Jerusalem, the city of David. Stepping forward with holy boldness, the prophet from Judah cried out against the altar, prophesying a future king from David's line, Josiah, who would desecrate it by sacrificing its own priests upon it. As a sign of the prophecy's truth, he declared the altar would split apart and its ashes would pour out. Infuriated by this public challenge to his authority and his religion, Jeroboam stretched out his hand from the altar, commanding, "Seize him!" But in that very moment, the hand he had defiantly raised against God's messenger withered, becoming so stiff that he could not pull it back. Simultaneously, the altar split apart and its ashes spilled onto the ground, just as the prophet had foretold. Humbled and in pain, the king's tone shifted dramatically. He pleaded with the man of God, "Entreat now the favor of the Lord your God and pray for me, that my hand may be restored to me." The prophet, showing mercy, prayed to the Lord, and the king's hand was healed, returning to its former state. Grateful, Jeroboam invited the prophet to his palace for a meal and a reward. But the man of God refused, citing a strict command from the Lord. "You shall not eat bread or drink water or return by the way you came." He then departed, taking a different road back toward Judah. The story of the confrontation quickly reached an old prophet living in Bethel. Intrigued, he saddled his donkey and rode after the man of God from Judah, finding him resting under an oak tree. The old prophet invited him back to his home for a meal. The man from Judah initially refused, reiterating God's command. However, the old prophet from Bethel devised a cunning deception. "I too am a prophet like you," he claimed, "and an angel spoke to me by the word of the Lord, saying, 'Bring him back with you to your house that he may eat bread and drink water.'" It was a lie, but the weary traveler from Judah believed him. He returned to Bethel and shared a meal with the old prophet, directly disobeying the one clear instruction he had received from God. As they sat at the table, the word of the Lord came to the old prophet who had lied, and he cried out to the man of God from Judah, delivering a terrible judgment. Because he had disobeyed the Lord's direct command, his body would not be buried in the tomb of his ancestors. After the meal, the prophet from Judah saddled his donkey and set off. His journey home was cut short in the most terrifying way. A lion met him on the road and killed him, but in a miraculous sign, it did not eat the body or harm the donkey. Both the lion and the donkey stood silently beside the corpse. When the old prophet heard the news, he retrieved the body, mourning his deception. He laid the man of God in his own tomb, recognizing him as a true prophet who had faltered. This tragic tale serves as a somber reminder that even for the righteous, obedience to God's word is paramount, and deception can lead to the gravest of consequences. We hope you were inspired by this story. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content.